Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be breaking down the Dolphins versus Colts game. Really tough loss for the Dolphins in this one. Before we get started, though, please drop a quick like and a sub on today's video. That would really help my channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. With that said, let's dive right into the video, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, you can come back over. What a tough game. This I mean, it was just tough to watch. Like, at the end of the day, it's really that simple. It was tough to watch. And it was a really hard game to be a Dolphins game, to be a Dolphins fans for. We'll start with the offside of the football. It was awful. The entire game was awful. I don't know if there's any good thing to take away from this game. Jacoby Brissett was absolute trash, tried to do too much with the ball. It was garbage, like millions of adjectives I could use for him. But simply at the end of the day, he didn't throw the ball deep downfield. He didn't make good decisions with the football. He tried to do too much with the football. And at the end of the day, it didn't work out. The offensive line was terrible. Austin Jackson, another rough game. Had bad holding calls, had bad penalties, played badly. Greg Mance didn't look super comfortable at center. Robert Hunt didn't look like he was getting enough. It was just bad from the offensive line, and that's continued from the past few weeks. Mike Gesicki, other than that touchdown, really wasn't involved in the passing game that much. The tight ends weren't involved in the passing game that much at all either. And like I said last week after the loss to the Raiders, this offense looked like the offense last year under Tua. It looked like we couldn't throw the ball deep. It looked like you couldn't throw the ball accurately. And it looked like it was designed for another quarterback. And at the end of the day, it is. But Jacoby Brissett has an arm. He can throw deep downfield. You know, good things happen when you throw the ball deep downfield. It just happens. Everything else opens up. But the Dolphins didn't do that. And it's really coming into question if their, two coordinator, and Coach Fry calling the play system is working. It's not. It's really not. I mean, the Dolphins are near the bottom in every single offensive category so far this year, and it's getting worse. It's really hard to watch. The running game wasn't there. No push, no momentum, no efficiency on the ground. We didn't really even see Myles Gaskin that much at all. Malcolm Brown we saw a lot of, didn't get enough push, didn't get enough power in his game. I did like what I saw from Jaylen Waddle on like the 2 or 3 catches he had. I mean, he made some guys miss. He showcased his speed, did his thing there. I mean, I thought that was pretty good. But other than that, there is nothing good to take away from this offense. It was absolutely trash. And it starts with Jacoby Brissett. It's got to get better next week. They do play, I think, go play out the Bucs next week, I want to say. Don't quote me on that, but it's going to be a tough matchup, especially with the way this offense is playing. It was horrendous. It was just horrendous. Defensively, though, I thought that we played pretty good, other than giving up a lot of points. It's because our offense wasn't doing anything. The offense was always off the field, and the defense had to be on the field. But when the defense was there, I mean, I thought they made good plays. There were a few boneheaded like holding calls or face mask calls. Jalen Phillips had a rough game, but I like the pressure that the defense was able to get to on Carson Wentz. Got a lot of pressure on him. And when Carson Wentz was pressured, the Colts offense, couldn't really get going. I thought that the Dolphins defense did a good job in that regard. I really liked what Emmanuel Ogbah was able to do. I liked some of the things that were able to happen in defensively for the Dolphins when they were able to get pressure. Jerome Baker had a really good game too. I thought he was really good in coverage as well as run defending, really flying all over the field. So was Landon Roberts. I really like the linebackers. Javon Holland had a nice play, breaking up a pass. The corners didn't have great games, I'm going to be honest. The secondary wasn't the good part of the game. But defensively, the real issue was stopping the run. The Colts were able to run all over this Dolphins defense. They really were. Jonathan Taylor had upwards of 100 yards. They were really able to do whatever they want on the ground, and that is really concerning, especially with the Colts not having Quentin Nelson. The Dolphins have got to be able to stop the run. They did a better job of stopping the run when it was in between tackles and outside the tackles, but overall, stopping the run was a real big issue for them, so that's going to be something next week. Now for the Colts, I mean, they played a solid football game. In the first half, they looked really out of it, but in the second half, they turned it on. Carson Wentz was making the right reads, making the right decisions, making the right throws. But really, the push that they were getting on the offensive line, especially without Quentin Nelson, allowed them to really open up. Jonathan Taylor had a nice game, and Mo Alley Cox, was pretty good in the red zone too, being a big body for Carson Wentz to really go throw to. There's a fly on my screen. Get away from here. Beautiful. Anyway, I thought the Colts offense, they really settled in the second half, became comfortable. And really were able to push the ball downfield and really take advantage of the Dolphins' defense, especially defense that was tired because they're always on the field. Defensively for the Colts, I thought they were able to get pressure on Jacoby Brissett, make him uncomfortable. They were able to make him have to move outside the pocket, put him in situations where he wouldn't be super successful. And at the end of the day, that was how they won. They were able to be annoying on defense and do enough on offense to win. Is this Colts team anywhere near good enough to make the playoffs? I don't really know, but this Dolphins team isn't really showing any promise either. I think getting Tua back is going to be big for them in the next few weeks. But overall, it was just a tough game. Also, Jakeem Grant. Why is Jakeem Grant still a Miami Dolphin? The amount of issues he's had with fumbles, with muff punts, with all that stuff, it continued in this game. His inability to catch is outrageous. I don't know why he's on this football team. And Devontae Parker, I guess I didn't really talk about enough, but I thought he had a good game, going up for some balls, being really annoying against Xavier Rhodes. I thought he played solidly. But overall, at the end of the day, this was just a tough game for the Dolphins. It was a continuation of last week and the problems from last week. So big win here for the Colts. Tough loss for the Dolphins. They're really going to need a bounce back. They're really going to need to do something. But it's really tough. It's really tough to watch this Dolphins team really just slip away and continue to slip away game after game, week after week. But Jacoby Brissett is really the issue, and so is the offensive line, and everything else just stems from that. Once your quarterback and your offensive line isn't playing well, your defense is going to be on the field a lot, and it was just a tough game. It was really a tough game to watch. So with that said, let's hope that the Dolphins can bounce back next week. It's going to be tough to do that, but they're going to need to get some wins going, or else the playoffs are really there's no chance for them. They're going to need to get some wins at some point. And with that said, that's pretty much going to end the video for today. Did you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you're new around here, please drop a like and a sub on today's video. I'd really appreciate that. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, see ya.